Yeah.
things changed. What did you see as a difference in the second half?
I think it was just a tale of two halves, honestly. Their defense came out and they kept everything in front of them. So you got to credit them. They made us really work for it and sustain drives, and we just didn't do that. So I feel like the defense did a good job of putting us in positions to capitalize on the turnovers they had. But as an offense, we didn't necessarily capitalize like we needed to. And when you don't capitalize when you need to against a championship team like that, you're going to get the result that you did. So, I mean, we just had to do a better job of playing, two halves of football.
What were some of those things that you didn't capitalize on that maybe sticks out to you?
Yeah, I mean, just a few third downs, and then, we'd have a few penalties here and there, and we get short field position and we get it down there. We just don't capitalize and get points. So, I mean, points matter in this league, and touchdowns matter even more, especially when you're going against a team like that and an offense like that. So, we just got to, as an offense, look at ourselves and see how do we take advantage of those opportunities better. How do we pay attention more to those details that's going to help us when we get in these situations, those third and shorts, those sometimes third and long. We did a good job of converting on that screen with JD. So you got to be able to sustain drives if you want to win games and play two halves of football.
Terry, is there something you can learn from a team like the Chiefs who struggled in the first half and really got their act together in the second half? Is that something that you guys need to aspire to as well?
Well, I mean, I think they're just a good football team. I mean, you didn't seem like they panicked at all, but I don't think we panicked either. They just, when, it mattered in the second half, they started executing better than we did, and that was the difference, I feel like. So you got to give them credit in that aspect, and for ourselves, we just got to look at what we can do better to not let that happen. We play a pretty good half of football against a good team, and in the second half, it wasn't clicking. So I think that was more of the story today.
Terry, Ron's talked a lot about sometimes this team being a little bit immature in its growth and all that. As a team leader, how do you make sure that this team is kind of like able to move forward and kind of overcome the start, overcome what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just got to be honest with yourself. I mean, I think it's easy to point fingers and look at other people, but you got to look at yourself and see what you can do better individually first. And then as a leader, on the offense, you just got to make sure we're having good practices, really paying attention to the details during the week. So when they come out on Sunday, you're prepared. And, I think just the execution part is something that we just need to do a better job of, because we're moving the ball well, but we'll have one negative play here or not convert there, and it just kind of sputters us. So we just got to do a better job of sustaining drives, and even when we get knocked off track, because they're a good team, so you're going to get stopped. But being able to come back and respond to that adversity is something that we can do a better job of.
Last one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest player that played for this franchise. And, I know there was a lot of hoopla around it going on, but I think the way we try to tribute him and his family and what he meant to this game and this organization, I think that was done well. And, I'm glad that was more of the focus today than some of the outside noise. So I think he was a player. I remember watching him growing up and, hoping I got to the NFL. I'm like, man, I hope I don't get hit by him. But, he was a guy. There's great players all across the history of football, but he changed that position, the physicality, the mentality of being back there and just roaming the field. There wasn't anything that he couldn't do. So he left a hell of a legacy here, and we would like to have a better showing on this day, but hopefully the people that got to see the tribute and everything like that were proud of the way he was honored today, because he deserved it.